They have attachable. Take that over that way. Just take it over that way. Trying to see what the fuck I'm doing. You see I got stainless steel cable and stuff in trying. That's been spliced, okay? And then what I did was I wrapped it in copper and silver soldered it, all right? Versus a crimp, all right?
Okay.
All right, this is attachable end. See, when you shoot a big fish, what this does, you take this and you loop it around here like so. And then that holds the spear shaft on, the spearhead on, so that when you're going down, it stays on there. All right, I'm gonna do exactly right.
Is that how you wrap it? How do you wrap it around?
You make a, so much old shit, man. You make a loop out of it, and then you put it over there like so. Fuck.
You stick it through the loop? You just loop
that
it?
way, God damn it, no, fuck no.
You stick the spear gun through the loop?
No.
Oh, you put the loop on the...
It just holds tension on it, okay? God damn it. Anyway,
hold on. Is this what you're trying to do?
I'm trying to flip it. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
wait, what I think you're trying to do is...
Right. It's... I've shot more fish with this fucking gun.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay.
That way it won't come off, right? But see, that keeps the... When you shoot a big hammerjack, 80-90 pin hammerjack, then, hold on, you got to pull these slide rings up here, all right?
Okay.
You got to get this out the way. That's the detachable cable, all right? Now, no minutes about that shit. Then this goes in here, and then this goes around. It's sort of fucked up.
Does the trigger release?
Yeah, well, it will. Yeah, that's the trigger release there.
Where it? This is the fire. You got to pull this down and then.
That's off safety. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you do that, yeah. And then this goes around here like so. And this goes up here around this. All right, hold on. This old gun's been through hell and high water, trust me. Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, that was my dad. I'm gonna ask that real quick.
You can unsnap it from here and save your gun and lose the shaft and the cable, okay?
But your cable's tied to the gun, it's not snapped.
Well, no, this is tied right here. That's 500-pound parachute shroud, which needs to be replaced. All right, or you can do it here. Either way, you actually do both of them. Just now that I think about it, you follow me?
Yeah.
But that thing's,
So you'd unhook this and cut that.
and put right. Yeah, you unhook that. Yeah, and cut that. It's hard to do when you're going, fish bone you down 150, 60 feet, because you got to pull you put yourself down on the gun and do that to save your gun.
Yeah.
That way you got extra shaft up on the boat, you can replace that shit. It's like a tackle box,
Do y'all always bring extra shafts every time?
Fuck yeah, oh yeah, hell yeah. Man, I used to have a bunch of them.
Did you lose shafts a lot?
Well, it depends upon how big a fish you shoot.
Yeah,
a little 20, 30 pound snapper, they ain't no big deal. You start shooting 90, 100 pound amberjack, it's another story.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't shoot them in the right spot. But that's the purpose of that. Because it's all needs to be replaced. Put some tape around this, but
put tape around what?
You can make your buddy worked at the dive shop. You can take the loops off these things and replace that shit. There's a grommet right there, and you stretch the damn thing out on a vise, pull it real tight, and you put that over it, and then you can make your own
bands,
rubber bands. But nowadays it's probably cheaper just to go buy them. But I'll give you that some inch, but I ain't gonna give it to you totally, but you can use it if you want to.
Appreciate it, Richard.
But all that stainless steel cable, that's seven. Remember I was telling you about
Yeah, cable has
Same
7
way.
strands.
It's small as shit, but you have to be really intricate with it. See, even up here, I got a cable on that other thing. I mean a splice. I mean a crimp, rather. on that one side. Anyway, but even if the crimp comes loose, it ain't gonna come loose because it's spliced. Now all this shit here is homemade crap. I wrapped it with copper wire and put silver solder on it.
That's better than a crimp though, cause
Hell yeah.
why didn't you just splice it?
I don't know, I just, at the time I was doing a lot of diving and shit, and we just decided that was better than a crimp. Fuck a crimp.
Yeah.
Anybody do a crimp, that's homemade shit. my cousin, we had more goddamn spear guns and sharp. Of course, got liver pills. If you've been the shaft too, it sort of, you know.
All right, when you're underwater and you're gonna take a shot and you're swimming, do you hold it in front of you with one hand?
Yeah.
You just hold it like that, and there's not gonna be recoil, and you're not gonna get shot in the face.
But like you shooting a damn barracuda, you want to have this thing back here like this beside you, okay? And you take a white glove and put it on, and you do your hand like that. And the barracuda's gonna be looking at the son of a bitch, all right? He's right there by one of them stanchions on the rig. And while he's looking at that motherfucker, you take this gun and you ease it out there, ease it out there, ease it out there. Cause them motherfuckers stay at 12, 15 feet. They know just about how much cable you got on the summit. And then the time you shoot that motherfucker, they'll dodge, he'll pull a stir on the summit. And they'll dodge the damn shaft.
Okay, why would you want to shoot a barracuda?
Well, for tournaments.
Oh, okay.
Tournaments. No, I mean, snapper, you know, shitfish, grouper, and all that kind of crap, they just swim right up to you, and you just, you know, shoot them in the head, the grouper.
You just kind of chilling out down there and letting them swim up to you?
Yeah, you take a knife or whatever, something, you always have a wire cutters with you in your pocket or on your side, you know, a knife everywhere, pocket knife in your damn blue jeans. We used to wear blue jeans and a wetsuit top because it's summertime. And it keeps you from getting cut up so bad. And you can take your rigs and wrap around a stanchion down there, you know, 100 feet or so. And then you take your knife, tap on your tank or tap on the anodes, zinc anodes down there, and then the fish will get curious and come up there, see what the fuck you are, especially a grouper. You see, most of those rigs are dark. I mean, they're muddy on the bottom. I mean, I see 180, 200 feet. About 30 feet off the bottom, you can't see hardly from me to you.
Okay.
You go down there and stay just above that where you can see clear. You can look up and see goddamn, you know, 75 feet above you. But the grouper stay down in that damn murky ass water. You start making noise and shit, and you look around, you look around. I was like, God damn, it's a fucking 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit. You take your legs off the stanchion, you ease over to that motherfucker. But you got to shoot him in the brain. You got to shoot him right behind the eye through the top part of the brain. You got to get up on top of him. If not, you're gonna lose the whole fucking gun. Because you're already down there. You can't stay in there that long, first of all. You know, and I'm telling you some shit. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. but you got to shoot him like a brain shot on a big grouper. I mean, I'm talking about 300 or 400 pound grouper.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking Goodyear blip. It's like, oh shit. Oh, shit. I remember the first time I did that shit. I was like, goddamn, man, look at this big motherfucker. But they stay in that murk down there for protection or whatever on them. And you don't even know they're down there, you know. Like I said, the murk stays like the bottom is muddy down there. And what's the other place? It's not muddy when you go east, but over that way, Grand Island that way, and what's the other block? It's mud substrate bottom because it comes out of Chafalaya, you know, like Mobile Bay, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't see that shit out here per se, but over there you do. But I mean, it's diving deeper over that way too, by the way. But anyway, that's the way you do it. But on a grouper, you shoot him right through the top of the brain, right behind the eye, right through the top of the head. But you got to get on top of that summit. He's swimming there, so you got to, you know, ease up there and be real quiet and gentle like, and hopefully he's just sitting there like a damn old blimp, you know.
Yeah.
He won't, You know, like, you don't know what the fuck you are. You know, you don't know what he is. I mean, you know what he is. But anyway, and then you gotta shoot him up there. Don't shoot him to the side. Shoot him to the side, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna lose it, motherfucker. You're gonna lose the gun and everything. You're gonna take off like a fucking freight train. Trust me. Been there and done that. Them guns get to be expensive. But they make a lot of fancy wooden guns, but all of them got little skinny shafts. But my buddy Joe used to make me some. He made me 18 shafts, but that little gun right there, see, I got holes all in this thing that let the water run out of the thing too. When you come up, you know, that's why them holes in the damn thing, just to let you know. If not, it fills up with water, you know, and then it just wastes more. You know, you get the boat, you can get the thing in and out of the boat. Shit. I mean, it's pissing all over you. But anyway, that's the water and everything. And then I lost the damn butt off thing. I got it
taped up.
Taped up with some neoprene wetsuit shit.
I hear you.
Because you got, when you caught that motherfucker, you know, it's still pretty stout. You know. But you don't cock it till you get it in the water, you know. Well, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It depends upon who you with and how many people you got diving. You know, if that motherfucker goes off out the water, it's like a goddamn high powered rod.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't do that.
How many amberjack you think you killed?
Shit, I don't know. How big, you know? I mean, I've killed some 90 something pound amberjack.
How many of them?
I don't know. I can't. It's been, I don't know, at least a dozen. I don't know.
Only 12? You only killed 12?
I've killed more than that shit. But I ain't killed that small 50, 60 pounders. But I've killed a bunch of them some inches. But there's school amberjack, you know. But you don't want to shoot the school amberjack. See, that's what one of the things, the tricks to it is. You don't want to shoot the school amberjack. Because the big ones. I learned this from my cousin. He taught me. I learned from him. He said, like, I'll take you at it. Oh, yeah, I'll bet you. Oh, shoot that motherfucker. Well, when you shoot that 60 pounder, you know, and you fight that motherfucker or whatever, here comes the big daddy to check out things.
Mm-hmm.
Then you shoot the big motherfucker. Like ling, especially ling. You go down there about 50, 60 feet, here comes 3 lings sweat over to you, about 60 pounds apiece. All right? He said, goddamn, he's a big motherfucker. And first time I shot one, it was about 60 pounds. It was a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then my cousin Patty, he was above me. Here comes Big Daddy Rabbit. He shot one that weighed 102 pounds, 100 and something pounds. Ling, cobia.
Where do you shoot them?
In the head. You shoot them all in the head.
Like right behind the eyes? Where?
In the head, anywhere in the head.
Okay.
You don't shoot them in the side, because you pull. I did that, I learned that the hard way too. You shot them, you know, like behind the gill plate in the back, you know, make them like a perfect shot. You just pull the whole fucking side of the fish out.
Yeah.
It's soft meat. You got a big chunk of meat on the end of your spearfish.
Delicious meat.
Yeah, but goddamn, the fish just swims away like that. What a fucking hole. You know, when the meat goes. I said, goddamn. I said, Pat, why you tell me this shit? He said, well, you learn it now. I mean, he taught me a bunch of shit. He was one of the best scuba divers.
What kind of, like, when you're talking about hitting your knife against a zinc anode or your tank,
right.
What kind of, are you just banging?
Just
what kind of,
tapping?
Just how hard and what kind of,
just make noise on the water. It doesn't have to be very strong, because, you know, sound travels 5 times faster.
Faster on the water, yeah.
And then, it doesn't take much.
Okay.
Just enough to get their curiosity. Then shut up. You know, do that a little bit and then shut up. And then either come up, they're not there, if not, move around the other side of the stage, you know, the rig. So, anyway, that's the way it works. But I could sit there all day and I'll write a book about that shit. I'm on the heart of spearfishing. I got another big gun. I don't know what the fuck it is. I might be on Daryl's boat, not on Dwayne's boat. Not Daryl, Dwayne's boat. I got another one that's like twice that big, but they make out these fancy wood guns. You go by, you know, Southern War Sports. Bobby Cox owns that. I thought him how to die a long time ago. But Bobby's married. One of my ex-wife, Cynthia's husband, a wedding and death and some bullshit. And Bobby. Yeah, I mean, he didn't work there hardly. He's got all them young guys. And, you know,
he's married to your second wife?
One of a cousin, one of them cousin deals or something. I went to the wedding down there, and I hadn't seen Bobby in years. And Hell, I got damn brand new regulators and wetsuits and everything else out there in the garage. You know, gonna get highly motivated, but you ain't had a certificate, right? I mean, you're not certified. But I wasn't either. They took me out there when I was 16 years old with Dr. Lloyd Russell and my cousin Pat. I forgot his other guy. And went and he said, put a tank on. I said, breathe going down, you know, hold your nose and equalize the pressure in there. And go down there, and we're about 80 feet of water. We were diving some tractor tires. Big old motherfucker. And then goddamn flounder inside the sand inside this big tractor. You know, them big fucking tractor. And man, we shot, you know, 8-10 pound flounder. Or they did, with a pole gun. And then I kept looking at these whitefish from all around. And, you know, sniper, I didn't know what the fuck. And goddamn, I hit that thermocline. I just had on a t-shirt, you know, and shorts on, and put a tank on me, and, you know, I didn't have a spear gun. And it was cool as shit. I got hooked after that, man. I said, man, you know, I used to, there was a first dive shop Mobile. It was Tom and Ron's dive shop on Hawkins Avenue. Tommy Davis and Ronnie Webster, they're both dead now, man. And he couldn't find out. Tommy Davis, some kid, my distant cousin, something like that. And he wanted me having him train a course in scuba diving.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, you know how to dive, Bridget. You know how to dive." I said, "Okay." We had the old downtown YMCA across from where the Outlaw Convention Center is. There was an old YMCA on the other side of the street. It had a swimming pool, indoor swimming pool.
Yeah.
It was old, I mean, nasty. Anyway, that's where he used to teach his diving courses down there. I'd go down there, they were teaching fucking diving courses. I got plenty of mass fins, snorkels, all that, but I got all kind of fins out there in the garage somewhere, and they're good too. But anyway, but back to the spearfishing, that's all not an art in itself. And I've learned a lot over the years on, I ain't tooting my horn, nothing like that, I'm just telling you as a friend. You know, you take somebody out there 30, 40, 50 miles and tell them to jump overboard with a spear gun, you know, the subconscious starts playing, you know, jaws gonna eat their ass up, you know, all this bullshit. I ain't never had a shark fuck with me yet. I've had him eat an amberjack on my damn rod and ring, I mean,
your
spear
string,
gun. But you know, the amberjack was here, the spear was through him, and I had the cable down behind me, and I was holding the gun down there, so he was at least 15 feet away. And I was coming up, I got outside the rig. You get the big fish, you got to get outside the rig to come up. And I looked down, I could see it was gray. And I was been snatched backwards under the water. Shark, big ball. I don't know what kind it was, none of this, I don't remember. But I know he ate the fucking amberjack in one bite. And he went that way, and I went that way. It's just,
damn.
That's a true story. It scared the fuck out of me, but that's not the closest I've ever been to that big of a shark. And then them crazy hell divers down there, Whip, his parents owned the chicken place, Popeye's Chicken.
Yeah.
They were diving too damn deep. Fuck, he got he embolized, and he was in a wheelchair, and about 2 years later he finally died from a brain hemorrhage.
How deep were they diving?
Shit, like 280. That's compressed air. Not
with the nitrox.
They didn't have nitrox in. But yeah, Whip was a super nice guy. He was ugly as shit. But he'd hire his own crew boat and his own hell divers team. They'd go out in their own fucking crew boat. Their crew was bigger than our crew boat.
Yeah.
But I went out there, the first time I went down there, the Nogi, it's called New Orleans Grand Isle Spearfish Tournament. And my cousin Pat's the only one ever to win it out of the state of Louisiana. Because all of them, Kunis already knew where the big fish were. They'd go like pre-fishing. Pre-diving.
Scouting?
Scouting. They were scouting. And they knew where all the big fucking grouper were, ling, you know, what they call them lemon fish over there, but, you know, and all that bullshit. But they were wearing a big grouper down there on the bottom, like you're talking about, murky on the bottom. They'd wear a football helmet without the guard on it, shoulder pads with a sweatshirt, not sweatsuit, sweatshirt over the top of the shoulder pads, and they use what they call riding rigs. Instead of where it's attached here, They have like a 1-inch piece of rope with an eye on the end of it, about that long, where they could detach it. Where you take the gun and put it underneath the arm and hold on that shaft in the fish and just ride through the fucking zinc anodes. They're like this. The zinc anodes are like this between the stanchions. And goddamn, they pulling you so fast, they'll break your clavicle, crush your head in. And I said, I ain't believing this shit. Pat told me about it, my cousin. He's like an old brother to me. I said, Pat, I ain't believing this shit. And then, and that's what he did down there. That crazy shit. I couldn't answer crazy anyway. And then we were out there and it had like a 28-foot Mako with twin 200s on it. That was a big boat in those days. You know, we pulled up to the rig and it was dead calm. You know, they were already back up on the boat. And they said, whatever y'all do, don't go diving those rigs. So why? So we just shot 3 or 4 tiger sharks about 8-10 feet long, and we lost our spear guns. And we said, yeah, right. You know, we thought they were fucking with us. You know, don't die. Fuck y'all. We went down there and got there. Sure enough, there were 3 pissed off fucking tiger sharks down there.
With spear guns hanging out the back.
Yeah, the gun there. The fucking gun there. We came back up on the boat. We went to another rig. I said, we believe y'all. We believe y'all. I think it was Whip, and I can't remember the guy's name. I remember Whip. They were real good. Oh, and my buddy, we had about like a dozen up on the crew boat. When you go around the crew boat, you know, you go around the thing. We had about 15, 20 spear guns like this. All right, sticking out there like that. My buddy Joe had he called it a loaner gun. It's, you know, you break your gun, it's, oh yeah, you know, borrow my gun. And
yeah.
When you get down there, you know, fuck, you're in that no man's land. You got time to re-rig and all that shit. And he had a shaft stuck up about this high above the rest of them. Well, Chris Caldwell, he was the captain on the boat, on the crew boat. He went around there and he slipped. He stuck that shaft through his fucking leg right there.
Damn.
It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. We just got out there good. We left about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to go out there because it takes, you know, goddamn, we were 80 miles offshore on a BP rig, bridge petroleum rig. You know, anyway, he slipped, and the rest of the gun, and Joe's gun, we kid Joe about winning first place human being in the tournament. But anyway, and my cousin Pat and I went down. We were the first ones to jump in the water, because the first one to get in the water, like win a surprise, all the fish gonna come up to you, the ling, the lemon fish, whatever you gonna come, they're gonna come and check your ass out. And after that, 3 or 4 minutes later, they're gone. But, so you got to be the first one in the water. And we shooting in lean, we went on down, you know, wound up shooting a couple, I don't know, 60, 80 pound grouper. Not Nassau grouper, anyway, regular old grouper anyway. And Pat and I came back up, and that was the captain on the boat, Chris, would have got in a spear shaft stuck to the leg. You can see well, it was an arbor lead head. He had just hand screwed on it, thank God. I wound up unscrewing something. You can see the tip of the damn thing right through his leg, right there.
Did he have to pull it through?
I unscrewed it and I pulled it out. If it hit the femoral artery, he'd have bled out right there and died. But it didn't. Anyway, we got on the radio, his deckhand did, and called the beat, and they swung the crane out and dropped the letter down there and put him on the thing, and it was 9 o'clock in the morning.
On channel 11, called the rig?
Oh, no, 16.
16.
Anyway. But anyway, they flew him into Golden Meadow, you know, made an incision, popped the damn head out, you know. Anyway, and we went on diving the rest of the day. Goddamn, we just got there at 9 o'clock that morning, and we were diving all day, you know. Goddamn, we shot, shit, I don't know, 2,000 pounds of fish, you know, different range. You know, word got back, his daddy owned 3 dive shops in Mobile, in New Orleans. Metairie, I don't know, Belchase, somewhere else. Man, word got back, his daddy. There's somebody on the boat that shot his son in the stomach with a spear gun. You know, and Martin's Marine at Grand Island. Anyway, they said, we weren't there, thank God. But they said his daddy came in with a high-powered rifle. He was gonna kill that motherfucker that shot his son. He went, make a long story short, we got back in, and his son, Chris, was sitting there with his bandage around his leg, cleaning his snapper and drinking Budweisers. And then they told us all about the big commotion and hoodoo about his daddy Harry
It
Caldwell.
looks like a lake out there.
Harry Caldwell.
Not bad.
That was his name, and it was.
Don't even think about it, Yogi.
I told Joe. I told my buddy Joe. I said, "You won first place human being on the tournament."
Hey, buddy.
Excuse me. But anyway,
Sprinkler.
but no, it's raining.